Hey guys, and welcome to episode 3 of the GDX podcast. I'm your host Chris, and with me tonight we have Caleb.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What is going on, Caleb? So this is technically our 4th episode that we're recording, but it's episode 3 because episode 4, Caleb's audio didn't get picked up.
Was that episode 4 or was that episode
No, that's episode 3. So yeah, this is episode 3, but technically the 4th one that we're recording.
Okay. Oh boy. Let's see. Let's hope this works.
Yeah, well, I tested everything. Our audio is good right now. We should be good.
Okay, good. Because I just wanted to let you guys know, we posted we put together a great, wonderful, badass episode that you will never hear because it was just lost to the digital doldrums of time.
Oh yeah, it was a really good episode too, guys. Like really good.
Are you? Is that your cell phone? Is that you getting text messages?
That is me getting it. Yes, it is.
Okay, cool. So I'm not crazy. I'm not losing my mind with terrible things happening in the audio.
No. That's Dawn's text message alert is the Power Ranger theme, is the Power Ranger communicator, and everybody else is the codec from Metal Gear Solid. But she had to text me to let me know that she had just lost Whamageddon.
Oh, jeez.
I have not lost Whamageddon. I've learned that the trick to not lose Whamageddon is to not leave the house. But if you have to leave the house, you go to the hospital.
Oh, jeez. So, with that, how are things going with you, Chris?
I was in the hospital 2 weeks ago.
It's been a while since we've gotten a chance to actually record anything.
Yeah, I was in the hospital 2 weeks ago for like a week, and had emergency surgery. Yay!
That's cool.
Nothing.
Not really.
It's not bad. Like, it could have been worse. It could have been my heart, but it wasn't.
That's true. It was not your heart.
No.
Which is good.
I needed my gallbladder. Like, I had to have an emergency surgery to have my gallbladder removed.
Ugh.
Because it was full of sludge and stones.
So, and now you have no gallbladder.
And now
gallbladderless.
I am short an organ, so like I do not have a gallbladder in my body. I still have 4 incisions and lots of sutures all over my stomach.
Okay. But other than that, you're doing okay.
For the most part. I've been having POTS attacks the past 2 days, but what can you do?
Oh boy. Okay. Well, you got it here. You made it here to the podcast, so that's good. That's something.
It is something.
But I think a lot's going on since we last chatted. I am struggling to remember what we talked about last time. I just remember it was a good conversation.
We talked about the death of Stan Lee.
Okay.
And we talked about Red Dead Redemption last time.
We did. We just started playing Red Dead Redemption. If just to date this episode.
Okay, to date when we last recorded, it was the Thursday after Stan Lee passed away.
That is correct. Okay. For anybody curious on what's been going on since then.
And then that Tuesday, I went to the hospital.
Yes.
And then I was in the hospital for almost a week.
For almost a week. It was good times.
And then I got out, but I felt like shit when I first got out of the hospital, so no recording for like another week. And now this is the week that we're on.
Okay. So now everybody's all caught up with the lore, I think.
Yes.
I think we're trying, guys. We're getting this going again. We may or may not get Hollow back. We'll keep you posted. He's doing a lot better though, just so everybody knows.
He's doing a lot better. Weed is a hell of a drug.
Weed is a hell of a drug. Weed does good things.
And it's legal in Canada now, so.
Yeah, not that I condone doing it if you're listening to this in the state where it's not legal, but if it is legal in the state where you are, it does good things.
I condone it.
I fuck with it.
It's not legal in New Jersey. I don't smoke it. I don't use it at all, but I am 100% for it because my wife has used it in the past, and it works better than any of her antidepressant medication that she's ever been on for the past 30 years. So, yeah.
Yeah, It's a really interesting drug. This coming from someone who most of my family has used it most of my life. I held out until I was about 26, and when it became legal in California. And no, it's pretty fantastic if it's legal in your state.
Even if it's not.
Can say that.
But I will say that if you're under the age of like 26, don't do it. You're not ready for it yet.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not to go off the deep end with the science talk, if we don't want to do that. Technically, your brain doesn't officially fully mature until you're 25, so keep that in mind.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said 26.
You may have some side effects if you do it before then, so keep that in mind.
Yeah. But we're here to talk about video games and shit. It's the end of the year. It's December 21st.
Yeah.
We are 4 days out. We are 4 days out from Christmas.
We are. We happen to, thanks to health issues, kind of just skip along right to the end of the year, and here we are with very little planning, far less planning than we've ever had at the end of a year. By the way, for anybody who's listening,
I don't think this will be our end of the year episode, though.
Okay.
I know that you wanted to do top 5 tonight. Like that may have been the plan.
Yes.
Originally, but we have 1 more week left in the year.
We technically do, yes.
And I would really like to try to sneak an episode in.
Okay.
If possible. What is your are you free?
I mean, we can do this on the cast if you want, but technically, yes, I'm free until I'm free until about the 28th. So we can figure something out.
I am also free until the 28th, and then I will be nowhere near any of my shit for 4 days.
Same here.
Same
here. Taking a bit of a mini sabbatical.
I am going to my mom's house for my birthday. So.
Oh, nice. That's right. You are 29?
I am the 29th, and I will be 32.
Nice.
Because I'm an old fuck.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Oh, no comment.
And for anybody out there, Hollowblade just turned 30, and I asked him how it feels to be old. So.
Well, good. At least it's something he can laugh about. I mean, that's something.
Yeah. You hit your 30s, what, next year, right?
I do. It's coming up. I hit my 30s as of... I'm 29. I turned 29 in August, for anyone who's curious. So I will be turning 30 very shortly once we head into the new year in the summer.
Yep. I cried on my 30th birthday.
Did you really?
I did.
Was that dramatic?
It was very it was kind of traumatic for me because I don't have kids yet, and like I live at my in-laws' house, and I felt like I wasn't doing anything with my life.
Yeah. And
then God decided to smack me and be like, "No, this is what it looks like when you're not doing anything with your life."
And as to coin a phrase from Russian history, and then things got worse.
Yeah, and then things got worse.
Oh, it's been an interesting year.
I'm just ready for the year to be over and hoping that 2019 is so much better.
Yeah, I'm with you there. My 2019 was definitely, or my 2018 was not nearly maybe as bad as Chris and as Hollow's, but it was not ideal. I'll be honest. There was some turbulence on that flight that we may or may not get into later. It's been a hell of a year, though.
But let's talk some video games. Remember, we've barely talked about something that I really want to talk about on this cast.
What is that, Chris?
And that's the Resident Evil 2 remake.
Oh my god. Yeah, I thought we geeked out a little bit about it last time, but that episode is lost now, so I can't quite remember if we chatted about it.
So, we've never really chatted about how awesome the Resident Evil 2 remake is going to be, and how amazing it looks, and the Mr.X trailer, and the Liquor trailer, and gameplay, and fuck, I want to play this game.
Oh yeah, no, it's getting more exciting with every info drop. So I take it we're going to be talking a little bit about the year to date, as well as games coming up in 2019. This cast. Is that correct?
Correct. Correct. I want to talk about Resident Evil. I want to talk about Kingdom Hearts. I want to talk about 2019 in this cast, and then we'll go back to 2018 next cast.
Okay, because 2019, from what information we already have, looks to be fucking stacked. And 2018 was no slouch on its own. So we're riding a pretty good wave here. But there's a lot to talk about for 2019, I would say.
Yeah,
starting with Resident Evil and Kingdom Hearts in January.
Yeah, the same day if I recall.
Yeah, there's some discrepancy. I can't remember exactly if Kingdom Hearts is coming out 29th and Resident Evil is dropping the same day, or if one of them is the 25th. Different places say different things, but they're dropping that same week, definitely.
I thought they were coming out the same day.
I thought so too.
Okay, Resident Evil 2 is the 25th.
Okay, that's a
Kingdom Hearts.
Tuesday?
Kingdom Hearts is the 29th.
Okay.
There is so much shit. Okay. Of course, I pull up the wiki because that's how I roll.
Yeah, of course.
January has some good games in it.
January itself is starting off the year strong next year.
New Super Mario Brothers U for the Switch is on the 11th.
Nice. For those who haven't played it.
More Walking Dead.
Yes.
Yakuza 4.
Is that the re-release on PS4?
Yep.
Ooh, okay.
Resident Evil 2 and Kingdom Hearts 3. And that's just January. That's 5 games that I want to play just in January.
Oh yeah. I'm hoping it's going to be a good year following up on 2017 and 2018.
February has Crackdown 3, Far Cry New Dawn, which I want to play. It's only going to be $40. And then at the end of February we get Anthem.
When is Sekiro Shadows Die Twice? I thought that was February too. It might be March.
Sekiro Shadows Die Twice is the end of March.
Oh shit. Okay. I thought it was sooner. That's fine. We
get Devil May Cry at the beginning.
Okay.
We get The Division 2 in the middle, and then we get Shadows Die Twice at the end.
Okay. It's good. It's a good Q1.
That is just Q1. For Q2 so far, Mortal Kombat 11, Days Gone, Rage 2.
Yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious about Rage 2. I'm open to it.
That's so... and we get Bloodstained next year, we just don't know when.
Yes.
Supposedly we get Final Fantasy VII next year.
I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen, but...
But we do get all the Final Fantasies on the Switch next year.
We do, except for 8, the permanent redheaded stepchild. And I think Shenmue is supposed to come out in September, or at least that was the original noted date for Shenmue 3. I don't know when that's...
The wiki has August 27th.
Okay. Then we will see.
All right, so tentatively next year we have an Animal Crossing game for the Switch.
Yes.
We have a new Battletoads game. We have Bloodstained. We have all the Final Fantasies. We have Gears 5.
Is Gears 5 next year?
Gears 5 is next year.
Wow, I have heard very little.
Luigi's Mansion 3. Ultimate Alliance 3. The Medieval reboot is next year.
Yes.
The new Ori game is next year. The new Pokemon's next year. Psychonauts 2 is next year. The Fallen Order is supposed to be next year. That's the new Star Wars game.
Okay. We get stuff. Stuff.
Yakuza 5 is next year, and Yoshi's Crafted World is next year. And then we get both Detective Pikachu and the Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
Detective Pikachu, one of the surprisingly most anticipated video game movies we've seen in a long time.
We talked about that last podcast and we lost all of that.
We did, and Sonic, which we just got a poster for this week,
Two of them.
I'm pretty sure nobody is excited for. Less so thanks to the poster that we got.
Dude, that dude doesn't skip leg day.
No, he doesn't. I mean, it makes sense if we're trying to make a realistic Sonic, but just the idea of a Sonic that looks like that is still hella weird.
Yeah, because Sonic has spaghetti legs.
He does. He was literally a cartoon character brought to life, basically. So that's a little strange.
Like, Sonic has spaghetti legs, and I don't know. If they give fucking Sonic those giant calves, are they gonna give Tails like giant glutes?
You know what they might? They might give him a big muscular tail. Two big muscular tails. We will see. It remains to be seen whether it will be good or not. But it doesn't look great to start with.
Like, Detective Pikachu looks just fucking weird, but so weird that it looks good.
I guess I'm still on the fence. I admit that it looks totally batshit, and that's all I can say.
Dude, you're fucking lying if you're not saying that you're gonna smoke a bowl and go see that movie.
I am totally not gonna smoke a bowl and go see that movie. I don't know how to respond to it. I don't know if it's a thing that I want. I just know that it's really out of left field. I guess we'll see as we get closer, but I'm still pretty on the fence. I am aggressively on the fence, you could say.
You're gonna smoke a giant bowl and go see Detective Pikachu.
I don't know.
You're gonna eat a giant pot brownie and go see Detective Pikachu. That's what's gonna happen, dude. It's being catered and being advertised to us.
It seems like it is. I can say that much. I can definitely.
There's a lot of adult jokes in the trailer. The fucking voice of Pikachu is Deadpool himself.
Yes, it is.
And it's not Ryan Reynolds playing Pikachu. It's Ryan Reynolds trapped in a Pikachu body.
It's Ryan Reynolds trapped in a Pikachu body. I can admit that as well.
Like, it's gonna be it's the modern day Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and it's gonna be fucking great.
Yeah, not to go off on a tangent about something we chatted about extensively last time, but it looks.
But nobody heard that.
That's true. Nobody heard that. Nobody heard that episode. No one ever will. I'm as I said, I'm very open to it. I just don't even know. It's just so strange. I don't know how to process it right now.
See, for me, Detective Pikachu is going to be Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and the Sonic the Hedgehog movie is going to be Cool World.
But Cool World was still pretty good, whereas Sonic is going to probably be really bad.
The only reason Cool World was good was because it had Brad Pitt and Hollywood, who made us all question whether or not we should be attracted to a cartoon character.
Yeah, but no one in Sonic is going to make us question whether or not we should be attracted to hedgehogs or animals. Because if you aren't already, you probably... Well, actually, you know what? Furries might love it.
Exactly.
Furries might
and what
love
about...
it.
And, hey, if they put Big the Cat in this movie, don't judge.
Yeah.
That guy is hot.
Big the Cat?
Big the Cat.
Favorite. He's the fan favorite.
He's the furry favorite.
Is he really? I thought Sonic itself was just furrydom in general.
It is furrydom in general, especially when he kisses the princess in Sonic 08.
Yeah, I was wondering. There were a lot of jokes going around, and I was one of the people making them, regarding the fact that they made him look like a human, so it's less weird when he fucks the princess, or makes out with the princess. I wouldn't be surprised if they went that direction just because of how fucked up Sonic 06 is and what they may be trying to do.
Like, I don't know what they're trying to do with the movie.
That's the thing. We don't even have a trailer yet. It's just we saw a poster, and the poster itself was so questionable. It's like
We've seen two posters now.
We've seen two posters. You're correct.
There's the one where we just see his legs and he's kind of lounging on the car, and then we have the one where he's like fucking hanging out on the Golden Gate Bridge because Sonic takes place on Earth now.
I did not see that one. I just saw the one where he was, well, technically, City Escape was in San Francisco.
City Escape?
The first level in Sonic Adventure 2 takes place in San Francisco. The very first level, City Escape, when you're running from the bus down the hill.
Is that the Dreamcast game?
That is the second Dreamcast game, Sonic Adventure 2.
The one that nobody likes?
Actually, everybody likes Sonic Adventure 2. Sonic Adventure 1 has not aged very well. I would say that neither have aged well, but I still have a nostalgic love for the second one.
And then we've seen the possibly leaked photos of his face.
I have not seen those. I don't know if I want to see those.
If you give me a second, I will send you a picture.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, we'll just jump right into this right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, well, that's what we do. I know that this is an audio podcast, and that you fuckers at home can't see what we're talking about. Just Google Sonic poster, guys, and you'll be fine. That's all you gotta do. All right, okay. I'm sending you 2 pictures, Kaleb.
Okay. I'm tentatively hyped. Probably not, though. We'll see. All right,
there's the one, and there's the second one. Just came through.
Okay. This looks photoshopped, but oh man, okay. I did not see either of these trailers. I saw the trailer that was just him in blue kind of shadow, just like the silhouette. I have not seen either of these. These look bad. These look really bad.
Wait, you haven't seen either of these images?
No, you know what? I've seen the first one, I think, actually. I wasn't sure if that was fake or not. But
No, that's real. That's real. That's the second poster that was released.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, I guess they're really going to play up the Sonic Adventure 2 then. Maybe. The second one looks really bad, but at the same time, it looks exactly like what I would expect DreamWorks to make.
Is this a DreamWorks movie?
I know it's some major company. It might be Illumination, the one that makes all the Minion movies. Actually,
Illumination!
No, I think they're the one who's making the Mario movie.
Wait, Illumination's making Mario. There's just to show you that it's not Photoshop, because that's Chris Pratt hanging out with Sonic in that second one.
Chris Pratt is in the Sonic movie.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt's career officially ended on November 8th, 2019. Confirmed.
Is that when this is supposed to be coming out?
That's the date that's on the first poster. I don't know if that's legit or not, but that's what it looks like.
Oh my god. Small Town Sheriff. Oh, that is not Chris Pratt. That is James Marsden.
Okay, Chris Pratt's career confirmed saved. Who? That is who?
That's James Marsden, the guy who played Cyclops in the X-Men movie.
Oh, the guy who played the least lovable X-Men character in movies that nobody really remembers.
And Gene Ralphio is the voice of Sonic.
Oh, that's right. You know what? I did hear that. I heard that a few months ago, and I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure how to respond to that.
And Jim Carrey is Robotnik.
And Jim Carrey is Robotnik. Wow. Well, it's not a strong start, but you know what? We'll see. We'll see how this goes.
Why didn't they just get Urkel to voice Sonic like he has been for years?
Has he been voicing Sonic for years? I hadn't paid attention.
Ever.
I don't even remember his name. It's been so long since I paid attention to what Urkel did.
That's what he's a voice actor now.
Okay. Has he voiced him in all the recent games?
All the games, all the TV shows. What is that? Family Matters, right? Because I can't remember the dude's name.
His Family Matters.
Jaleel White is his name.
Yes.
But yeah, that's all he does is... That's what I knew him from after Urkel was he's fucking Sonic.
Jesus. What a hell of a career ladies and gentlemen.
All right, you need to stop saying "ladies and gentlemen."
Okay.
It's like the 5th time that you were like, "Ladies and gentlemen." You're done. I'm cutting you off.
Oh, fine. I'm just addressing the people. I'm just addressing the fan base here.
Yeah, that's why I call them fuckers.
Fuckers, that's fair. Okay. Trying to be a little classy here, but that's okay. Moving on.
Since when are we classy?
I mean, not that we ever have been. We can at least be ironically classy, right?
I guess so.
That's the thing.
But was he not the voice of Sonic in Sonic Boom? No,
I don't know. That's
Roger Craig Smith was the voice of Sonic in Sonic Boom. Thank you, IMDb.
Okay. Sonic Boom was the weird spin-off, though, technically.
Is it a weird? No, it was the reboot.
It is a reboot / alternate reality Sonic. It is not technically canon in like. I can't believe I'm saying this. It's not technically canon in the main Sonic universe. It is an alternate Sonic universe.
Okay, you want me to blow your mind right now?
Okay.
Okay, so Roger Craig Smith is Sonic, and he's Sonic in Sonic Team Racing and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Like he's the new Sonic, I'm assuming.
Okay.
Do you know who else he voices?
No. That name's a little familiar, but I
he is the voice of none other than Ezio.
Oh God.
Yeah.
You know what?
He's also Batman in the Arkham games.
He's also Batman in the Arkham games.
Yeah.
Batman's a little disappointing, but that's fine. As someone who has never been a big fan of Ezio anyway, that totally makes sense.
Oh, come on. Ezio's so good.
I'm not the biggest. He's okay.
He's
all right.
He's okay. He's better than fucking Connor. That is not debatable.
I think
don't even. No. Connor is a boring character, which is why Assassin's Creed 3 is not a great game. Is because Connor is not a good character.
Connor is a good character if you actually do the side quests and you actually do a lot of the extra stuff in the game. Otherwise, you don't get a lot of his character. Ezio is literally Italian. I'm gonna go on the record. I'm going on record and say this. Ezio is Italian Nathan Drake. That's all he is.
Yeah, and he's cool. That is so cool.
There's nothing special about him. He is 100% the everyman you've seen in every movie and game since the beginning of time.
Until he gets old, and then he becomes like this wise old awesome dude. What game was it where you find him like 1,000 years in the future just chilling?
But that was Revelations.
And he's just chilling in the vault like, yo, what up?
Wait, do you ever find him in the vault? I wasn't sure.
He's still alive. No. There is a game where I don't remember what Assassin's Creed game this is, but you walk into like the vault, and Ezio is alive, and it's like, I don't know if it's modern times or like way in the future, but he's alive. And the piece of Eden has kept him alive for that long. He hands it to you and he dies.
That doesn't actually sound familiar to me at all.
Oh, what game is that?
I was pretty sure he died in a villa in the Assassin's Creed supplemental, the supplemental film Assassin's Creed Embers. I don't remember him showing up in a game at all after Revelations.
Where the fuck is this? I now need to see this. Now I need to know.
Okay, I'm curious, but I'm a little skeptical. I don't quite remember this at all. As someone who's played all the Assassins, except for Unity, actually. It could be Unity because I never finished Unity.
Is it Altair that Ezio runs into then? Is that what I'm thinking of?
When you are Ezio playing at the end of Revelations, you do actually jump back in time to experience Altair's memories. I don't know if you talk to him.
Maybe it is Unity, and maybe I'm confusing it, and it's Ezio goes back and talks to Altair, not what's his name talks to Ezio.
Well, Unity was I don't even remember that guy's name anymore. That was a totally different character in Unity.
Not Unity.
Revelations.
Revelations. That's what I'm thinking of.
one.
That's what I'm thinking of. Revelations. I'm thinking because Revelations is the one with Subject 12 or 13 or whatever the fuck it was.
Subject 16.
16, yeah.
When you find him and he's totally, he is spoilers for a 10-year-old game. That's when you find him and he has saved his consciousness in digital form, and he's trying to help Desmond get out of the machine.
Right, and you get the flashbacks to the Garden of Eden.
Yes.
Yes, Ezio meets... That's what I'm thinking of. Ezio meets old school Altair in Revelations.
Okay.
At the end of Revelations, and he hands Ezio the piece of Eden, and then Altair, crumbles to dust. That's what it is.
Interesting. Okay.
That's what I'm thinking of.
I did not remember that, but that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So...
Have they brought Desmond back yet?
Have they brought Desmond back?
Yeah.
Oh, Desmond's 100% dead. He's not coming back.
No, but okay. Because in Unity, they kind of hint at they cloned him.
Oh, I didn't see that. I mean, that might have been part of I guess that might have been part of the,
And what's the one where you're working for Abstergo? And
that is Assassin's Creed 4, but in that one, you are literally just using the memories that they took off his dead body. Because they got his body after he died.
And there's also, in Origins, there's hints that they're... that they cloned Desmond as well.
I don't think I saw those.
Yeah, you have to go to the fucking laptop all the time in the future and read all those goddamn emails that are terrible.
Okay. Huge if true.
Because you have to remember that fucking Assassin's Creed, even if it's a shitty series to a lot of people, is still one of my favorite fucking series, and I played every fucking one of those games.
Same here.
I know. We have see, me and Kaleb have the same taste in games most of the time.
Yeah. I do love me some Assassin's Creed, except for Unity. I can't defend Unity.
I can't defend Unity. Can we still agree? Can we still agree that because I like to break Assassin's Creed up into the pre this gen and then this gen and forward. So
no, I think Unity is the cutoff point. Or actually, are you saying the cutoff point is after?
The Black Flag is the last one because it was the last one that was on last gen consoles.
Okay. Yes. Black Flag is I didn't even remember until I booted up Black Flag recently that it was a PS3 game, and the PS4 version is literally just a port.
Just an up-res. It's an up-res port of 3.
Yeah, it doesn't look great
of it, yes.
compared to Syndicate or compared to Origins or Odyssey, but yes.
Right, but that's my cutoff point. Of the old Assassin's Creed games, Black Flag is the best by far.
You know what? Yeah. Yeah, I would go with that.
Leaps and bounds better than every other Assassin's Creed game that had come out on the consoles at the time. I
think there are some people, I'm not one of them, but I think there are some people who would make the case that Brotherhood may or may not be better, but I think Black Flag is better.
Brotherhood is really fucking good.
It's a good game.
It's really good. It took everything because 2 was them being like, can we do this series better? And they were like, yeah, we can. And then Brotherhood is where they refined what we knew as Assassin's Creed from that point on.
Yes, that was where they really started to push the boundaries of what they could do with the game. Right.
And then this gen, we got Unity was the first one on the that was exclusively next gen.
Yes, and it
was bad.
Remembered well.
And then Syndicate is very often forgotten because it came after Unity, but Syndicate's a very good Assassin's Creed game.
Syndicate's a great game. Syndicate is the best. I'd say Syndicate is the best. Is the best Assassin's Creed game in the original style of the games, as far as like actually being an assassin in a city. Like better than Brotherhood, better than the second one, but within the same kind of type of gameplay.
Right. It's the old engine, is what I'll call those.
Yeah, it's just more refined version of the original concept, and then Origins completely goes off the edge.
Right, and then Origins is their new engine, which is, I think Origins is great. And from what I've played of Odyssey, I think Odyssey just refines that a little bit better. There's little things here and there that I wish that they would have not added. And I'm really excited to see what their next game is going to be.
I don't remember if we talked about this before the episode that was lost or during the episode that was lost, but I know we talked about it recently. About how there were some good things about it and some things that were not as good as Origins, but it was kind of like, it was similar.
Right. It balances, like, the good stuff that they've added balances out the bad shit that they've added.
Yeah, I'm not in the party of people who would automatically say that it's better than Origins, because I think Origins is fantastic. But it does some things better, not everything.
I've now played for about 5 hours Odyssey, and from what I've played, I'd say it's about on par with Origins.
Okay, that's fair.
Like they're right there next to each other on the podium of good games.
Okay. I can agree with that.
It's kind of like the way that I used to look at Resident Evil 2 and 3. They're very similar games. They're made in the same engine. They take place around the same time. But now, like, looking back on it, I'm like, no, fucking Resident Evil 2 is leaps and bounds better than 3. But
yeah, 3 is often forgotten. I feel like it's a good game. It was just like the last hurrah of an old engine as everything was already moving to next gen.
I still love 3, and like that's where Nemesis comes from. So.
Oh yeah, I don't know if there's been a game that's even tried that same concept. There's definitely been none that do it better. Where there's like one creature that's hunting you the whole game while you're fighting other guys here and there. Because I know there are some like walking simulators that do it, but well, I guess Alien Isolation does it pretty well, but that's a whole different thing.
Right.
No, Nemesis is a great game.
Yeah,
it's a benchmark. Anyway, we got a little sidetracked. What's going on next year?
We're looking forward to. I was trying to jump us back into Resident Evil 2 talk.
That's true. We got off a little bit of tangent, but yeah, Resident Evil 2.
Because remember Resident Evil 3 Nemesis concept sparked from Mr.X.
That is correct. He showed up a few times, obviously, in
Claire's second story. Mr.X is the big bad.
Yeah, I was trying to remember the official denomination of how the stories are like named. I think it's the B.
It's Claire. It's Claire's B side. Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Because they even came out and said that like Mr.X is Nemesis.
Yeah, he's. They're both Tyrant class. You can definitely see them kind of experimenting with the concept in 2, and then they decided to go full hog with it in 3.
Right, because Mr.X will hunt Claire down throughout.
He won't follow her through rooms quite like Nemesis will, but he's definitely a similar type of enemy.
He does now!
Well, he does now. Fucking does now.
The fucking trailer This is my thing, is I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to play Resident Evil 2 Remake.
Why is that?
Because I have heart rate issues.
Ooh, okay. And it's looking a little creepy.
And not just the creepy, it's like I can't do jump scares because it could give me a heart attack.
You think you're gonna hear that Mr.X music and it's just gonna send you off the rails?
And my heart's just gonna start pounding out of my chest. Yeah.
That music is fantastic, by the way. I think it's perfectly chosen.
People were like, "Why the fuck is he wearing a hat?" And I'm like, "Because he always wore a hat." oh, who is he, Heisenberg? And I'm like, no, he's always worn a goddamn hat.
Do you shoot it off at the beginning of the first one?
Yes, when you the very first time you knock him down is when you knock the hat off of him, and then he doesn't have it for the rest of the game.
That's right. Okay.
But he is a dude in a trench coat and a hat when you first see him.
Okay. Yeah, it's admittedly been a few years since I played the original number 2.
And my thing is, I'm glad that with the liquor stuff that they showed, I am glad that they're able to do like a blind enemy well.
Yeah, that was really interesting. The idea that they will literally be blind and just track you by noises.
By your sound. Okay, this is my thing though, and this is why I'm like, man, I can't wait to play this game. The dude just starts running. I'm like, why are you running? They're gonna come after you. Did you not see A Quiet Place?
Yeah, and then immediately
gets sworn by like 30 fucking liquors, and it's like dumb. Just so dumb.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, the liquor trailer was pretty fantastic. The very fancy footwork in trying to dodge them as they're jumping at him is pretty fantastic. Throwing objects to try to fake it out with noise looks great.
Why have you noticed that a lot of these trailers all we're getting are Claire footage? We're not getting a lot of Leon footage, and I want to know why that is.
We got some of it in the Ada trailer, although, yeah, I mean, we're not getting as much. I'm not totally worried. I could see them hiding him just because they have a lot of stuff they don't want to share just yet. But I have seen some footage. I've seen the footage of him going into the original. You saw him going into the original gun shop, right? And
no, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen Kendo's yet.
Yes, there is a Kendo scene in one of the recent trailers. There is screenshots of him with the huge bandage over the side of his body after he had shot halfway through the game.
Is Marvin in the game?
The writer or the journalist?
No, Marvin. The black cop.
Oh no, of course. He was in the first trailer. Didn't you see that?
He's in the E3 trailer? That's Marvin? Okay.
That's him. They gave him a bigger character. But that's still him.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if that was a new character or if that was Marvin.
No, it was 100% him. They've completely changed everything around, which is good. I think it's gonna be it's gonna be a very different experience.
Is Brad Vickers still gonna be in the tunnel?
His zombie body. I wouldn't be surprised if he was as an Easter egg, but I guess we'll see.
Because that's how you got the locker key in the original Resident Evil 2. You had to run through the beginning sequence, get to the police station without picking anything up, and then Brad Vickers would be in the tunnel. And then you killed him and you got the locker key off of Brad Vickers.
Oh, no, I remember. But I was going to say if they did, it would probably be as a way to... If he is there, I'm going to say 100% that it is a tease for Resident Evil Remake 3.
I hope so. If he's there, because that's when he dies. He dies in 3. The tyrant kills him in 3.
Yeah, and that's what that always was. That was them.
That wasn't what that always was, because 3 wasn't out yet.
Yes. But they were working on it already.
No, they weren't.
I think they were.
We got Resident Evil 2 DualShock before we got Resident Evil 3.
DualShock is the one with that Easter egg, though, right?
Even the original has that.
Oh, okay.
I've never played Resident Evil 2 DualShock.
I'm pretty sure they had that in mind when they put him in there, although I'm not entirely clear on the time frame now. But I know that 3 was like, they had it planned for a while, and then eventually they kind of pushed it out as an afterthought at the end of the console cycle. It's a great game. I think it was planned for a while. But we'll have to check on that. Anyway, Brad Vickers, baby. Maybe.
They fucking Brad Vickers better be in the fucking tunnel. That's all I have to say.
Well, we'll see. It looks like they're adding some interesting secrets and stuff, so they may mix it up quite a bit as far as the secrets in this game.
Is William Birkin going to be there? Is Tofu in the game?
Tofu is going to be in the game. They have confirmed that. They
What
haven't
about
shown any
Hunk?
screenshots, but they've confirmed it.
What about Hunk? Hunk in the game?
Hunk is... I think he is too. I think he might have been confirmed in the Tofu announcement. I'm trying to remember. I know that they were going to keep them both in there, though. Just for the sake of having them. There's going to be a bunch of secret bonus costumes you can get. There's some you can buy as well, which is kind of lame. But there's ones you earn as well on top of that.
There's secrets. There's secret costumes I can buy.
Yeah, there are some costumes you can buy.
Come on, Capcom.
Capcom's gonna Capcom. They're getting better, but they're not perfect.
Come on, Capcom.
I know it's lame. It's lame. I think there was a military outfit and a 1930s style outfit for Leon and for Claire that you can buy. But you can also unlock their original costumes.
You can unlock... What do you mean, their original costumes?
I mean, their new costumes are totally redone. The new costumes don't look anything like the old ones. They're similar, but they're still very different. So you can actually unlock the very original costumes to play with. Like Claire's original jacket and motorcycle tights and all that.
Wait, Claire looked like she was in the motorcycle jacket and tights in the trailer.
She's in a jacket, but she has a different top, and I'm pretty sure she's wearing jeans.
And Leon's not in the RPD outfit?
He is, but it's like a more robust, like military style kind of thing, as opposed to the original. It looks very different when you put them side by side. Even if as I mentioned they are pretty similar, it's still like a new take on the outfits.
Wait, really?
Are you looking this up?
Now I have to look this up.
Yeah, that was one of the first things that people were talking about when it was announced, was just that the outfits are different. They're still similar, but it's like a new take on them. Just like how they don't look like anything they used to, like facially.
Like facially I saw, but
yeah, because this is the RE7 engine, so they're based off of literally real people. Which is kind of fascinating, but...
Am I missing something? Oh, probably because I've never looked at her feet.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's usually, like, from the chest up, I think, when you see... Well, because it's behind shoulder camera view. Yeah, yeah. It's slightly different. It's not, like, a huge difference, but it's slightly different.
Yeah, I can't find, like, much of anything for Leon.
Yeah, he hasn't been shown quite as much as Claire. Well, Claire's the one who talked.
Oh, that's why. Because the one screenshot I have seen of him, it is him. It is technically them advertising the classic police costume.
Oh.
So I was like, no, it looks exactly the fucking same. What are you talking about?
Oh my. Okay. There we go. That explains a lot. Do you have to buy that, or do you unlock that?
I don't know.
Okay, well, there's some differences. There's some things.
Will be unlockable in-game for free.
Okay, good.
But why does Claire's classic outfit not have pants on?
She didn't have pants on in the original. She had short shorts. Well, she had not short shorts, but they were shorts.
She had like a onesie with tight shorts on.
Yeah, it was like a kind of a motorcycle jumpsuit kind of thing, but with shorts.
But the shorts went to like her knees.
They went a little bit above. They weren't super deep.
Yeah, but this classic costume that they're re-showing people of, there's barely any black outside of the pink jumpsuit that she wears.
Outside of the pink motorcycle jacket?
It's such a jumpsuit in the original Resident Evil. It's like a onesie. Covers a vajayjay.
I don't know if she... Well, did she have red, like, kind of cutoff shorts on top of the tights? Now I'm Now I'm questioning myself.
It's the same color as her jacket in the original Resident Evil.
Okay, well, there's all kinds of secret costumes. They may or may not look like what we originally. Oh no, she had like weird super short shorts on top of her tights.
Yeah, she has but it's the same color as her motorcycle jacket.
It is, but I think it was technically separate from the jacket, because I think later in the game when you lose the jacket, you still have the shorts.
It's Resident Evil 2, okay? So it looks like she's wearing a fucking onesie.
It was 1998. It was a strange time in U.S.-Japanese relations.
She wore pink short shorts over top of pink biker shorts.
Yeah, that sounds
black
right.
Biker shorts.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at a picture. She had a weird biker jumpsuit thing on.
Yeah, and then if you look at the classic costume, it just looks weird.
I guess I didn't look at the classic costume too heavily. But Resident Evil 2 looks great, guys.
Yeah. And you know what else looks great that comes out right around then? Kingdom Hearts 3. That's next year, too.
Kingdom Hearts 3 looks pretty good. I don't know how to respond to Kingdom Hearts 3, but it looks pretty good.
I hope it's good.
I think it will be. You saw the most recent trailer, right?
Yes.
Okay.
If it's the one that came out a few days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
It better be good. I've been waiting a long time to play that game.
Yeah. No, I mean many people have. It's been 15 years?
Has it been 15? I don't want to know that. I don't want to know that. That's half my life.
It's been 14, I think, officially. I'm trying to remember exactly.
That's half your life.
It is. It's literally almost half my life. I know. It's not great. It's not great. There's been a lot of side stuff in between that.
Wait, Kingdom Hearts 2 came out in 2005.
Kingdom Hearts 2 came out when was I 16? I thought I was 15. I'm trying to remember. Oh no, I would have been 15. I would have just turned 15, I think.
I thought it came out in 2005. I thought it was December 22nd, 2005.
Okay, wait, no, that's right. It was the beginning of the year. I turned 16 that year, but I was 15 when it came out.
Tomorrow marks 13 years since Kingdom Hearts 2.
Oh, jeez. Was it a December release?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right here. December 22nd, 2005. Kingdom Hearts 2, initial release date.
December 22nd, 2005. Wow. Okay, so I was 16, so it's been 13 years.
The only reason I know that is because it came out the year I fucking graduated high school. The winter after I graduated high school.
Okay.
And I went with my best friend at the time, Mike Duffy, to go get it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because my friend Mike was obsessed with that game.
I mean, a lot of people were, and still are.
Mike dressed up like the character, cosplayed as Roxas before we knew who Roxas was.
Oh really?
Yeah.
When there was just the trailers of the first one and the. Did he show up in Kingdom? No, that was a different character in the secret boss in Kingdom Hearts 1 Remix or 1.5.
That is Roxas.
It is, but he doesn't look. You never see his face.
Right, you never see his face. He's just in the organization jacket with the 2 keyblades.
Yes.
Yes.
I still remember that.
That's Roxas.
Still remember importing that game.
You imported that game?
Yeah, we've talked about this.
We haven't.
Yeah, I've talked about it at least a couple times on the cast.
No, we haven't.
I loved Kingdom Hearts so much that I imported Kingdom Hearts 1.5 Final Remix because it wasn't available in the U.S., and I printed off 100-page Japanese translation guide to work my way through it so I could do all the side quests and stuff, because the only thing in English was the voice acting.
Oh my god.
It was good. It was a good time. It was a good time, and I had to jailbreak my PS2 in order to make it run it. because it was system locked or region locked. It was a good time. Don't judge.
I'm judging you a little bit.
This is a very different time.
And now you can buy a game on the PS4 for $40, which has every Kingdom Hearts game ever made on one disc.
Is that the complete collection?
Yeah.
Is that on sale for $40?
It's always been. I think it released at $40.
I was pretty sure it was $60, and it might. Is it still $60? The story so far. Oh no, it's $40.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could do that. I don't know if I want to, but I could.
I'm thinking if I get a gift card for Christmas of picking that up, and I already own fucking 1.5 and 2.5 HD, or yeah, 1.5 and 2.5 HD on the PS4, but I don't own the second part of that.
I was gonna say you don't own 2.8.
I don't own 2.8.
Which is that the one? Is that the one with Birth by Sleep, or is that on 2.5?
That's on 2.5. Okay. No. Yes, Birth by Sleep's on 2.5.
Okay.
But I don't get any of the stuff with Aqua.
Oh, the extra stuff, because like.
Yes.
Apparently she's a villain now.
Maybe.
She may or may not be. She may or may not be being controlled by a Xehanort clone / spirit. It's very complicated. Oh.
I don't know. Birth by Sleep I still haven't played. It's like the only one I haven't played yet.
I haven't played any of them since 2, honestly, still.
So, and I just recently played through 1, 2, watched the 358 over 2 day 1, and watched the other one. Is Dream Drop Distance on the story so far?
That might be on 2.8. I think they might have just put a movie of Dream Drop Distance on it, because some of the games, some of the spin-offs they didn't even remake and put on. They literally just cut them down to like hour-long films.
Really?
Yes. I think Dream Drop Distance was one of them, but I don't quite remember which ones they did or didn't. It's messy. The lore is very messy. It's not for the faint of heart. Kingdom Hearts lore.
Because that's the other one that I haven't played.
Dream Drop Distance?
Right, and that's one that takes place like right before 3.
Yeah. Was that the one on 3DS?
Yes, that is the one on 3DS.
Okay.
It has an A story and a B story. One's Roxas and one's Sora and one's Riku.
Okay, that's right.
You know what really bugged me a little bit though was that they did a movie for 358 over 2, which is a fucking phenomenal 3DS game, by the way.
Yeah.
But the game that's not very good, which is Chain of Memories, they didn't. That you play Rechain of Memories, which, let me tell you, that card system is a lot harder with a 3D world.
Yeah, I remember the original Chain of Memories being pretty good. I heard that they fucked it up when they tried to make it 3D and they updated it. I heard it's not very good.
Yeah. Rechain of the Memories is just, it's hard. It's just hard to play when you're in because regular Chain of Memories was a 2D platform on the Game Boy Advance.
Yes.
And it was all 2D world, and the whole thing was 2D because you were in the castle, and it had to deal with cards, whatever.
Yeah.
But Rechain of Memories, the battle system is now in 3D, so you're still doing the card system, but now you have a 3D world where you have to run around and dodge everything, and it's 30 enemies on the screen at once, and you still just have whatever card attacks you muster.
And it's super hard and not very fun.
Exactly.
Okay. Oh, well, I won't touch that one then. Good to know.
So what are you looking forward to the most next year as we wrap up?
So next year, there's a couple things. that I'm looking forward to heavily. There's a lot of games that I assume are coming next year that we don't necessarily have full dates on or information on, but are still kind of in. There's a lot of those on my mind that I'm kind of trying to keep track of. The ones that I'm most excited for right now are Resident Evil 2, obviously. Yep. Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice.
Yep.
Which is already almost on us. That's crazy. And I'm pretty interested in Devil May Cry 5, actually.
Now, what are the games that you say that we don't have dates yet? What are some of those?
I'm pretty sure that Metroid Prime 4 is going to come, but we don't have any information on it. Is the problem?
I don't think we're getting Metroid Prime 4 next year.
I wouldn't be surprised if we got it for Christmas next year.
I think we're getting the Pokemon game for Christmas next year.
I mean, that's confirmed.
But I mean, I think that. Yeah, I know. I think that's our Christmas game, and Animal Crossing will come in like April or May.
Yeah.
And that'll be our big Nintendo releases next year.
I wouldn't be surprised if we got some kind of Zelda game next year.
Remakes.
That 100% wouldn't surprise me. I would be totally fine with playing remakes on the Switch, just because I missed the whole remake train on the Wii U when it was dying, and they started pumping everything they could into it to try to keep it alive, which was a lot of remakes.
I'll play Wind Waker again. I'll play Skyward Sword if I don't need motion controls. I'll play Twilight Princess as long as I don't need to use motion controls.
Yeah, no, I imagine Skyward Sword is a great game without motion controls. That's all I've heard of it, so I never touched it. I haven't played Twilight Princess and Wind Waker since the GameCube.
Yep.
So I
That's
would be
me.
totally down to try those again. Skyward Sword, I think, is the only Zelda game I've never played.
Skyward Sword is the only Zelda game that's ever been made with motion controls only.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I've heard it does some really interesting things. It also has a lot of really unique problems. But
yes.
You've played it, obviously, so
yeah,
you
of course I
you can speak to that. But I'm curious. I'm curious to see how it plays, because I've also heard that a lot of the stuff that showed up in that game originally ended up getting way more refined and really came into its own mechanically in Breath of the Wild. So that's
yes.
I'm curious to see that kind of connection in the lineage, even if it's not an amazing game on its own.
The worst part about Skyward Sword, though, is it's probably got one of the best stories of any Zelda game.
Does it really?
Yeah, it's the origin of everything.
But it's oh yeah, because it's like way in the past before anything and everything.
It
and they
is...
actually try to give the Triforce and everything backstories, and the gods, and the Master Sword is a living being, and it gets
named
crazy.
Fee, yeah, and
she's basically she's the Navi of the game.
Yeah, she is, and it's good, and you find out why. Like they bring up why the reincarnation cycle happens. That's the end of the game.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
It's amazing. Like, it's really good. Like, really fucking good. Like, I love the story. Love the story of Skyward Sword.
Yeah, I've just heard that the dungeons are really fun and the game story is good, but the overworld kind of sucks, and the game really starts to drag towards the second half.
Yeah, because you have to go back to every dungeon that you've already completed and complete them again.
Oh, goody. Okay. Great. Well, we'll see. I still want to try it, but that doesn't give me a lot of confidence.
It's a decent game. It's a decent game with a great story and some of the best dungeons in Zelda.
Okay. That's something. I can fuck with that.
I can fuck with me with some potato salad.
You can fuck with potato salad?
Yeah, I like fucking me some potato salad.
Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a Metroid 1, 2, and 3 collection, Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3 collection come out next year, actually.
They haven't officially announced that yet, have they?
They haven't, but it was listed.
It's been leaked like 30 times.
It was listed on a German site for sale on accident, and they still refuse to announce it. So...
That's because we're probably going to get a Nintendo Direct in January, and that's where they'll announce it, and it'll probably be coming in March or April.
Yeah, they're getting really good at announcing things pretty soon before they come out with the Directs.
Like only a game like a Metroid Prime 3 remake could really do that with, because they couldn't do that with like a new Zelda game. They couldn't be like, oh, by the way, yeah, there's a new Zelda game coming, and it's here tomorrow!
Exactly.
But, like, oh, by the way, we're remaking Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3 on the Switch, and it's coming out in 2 months? Yeah, that's something that they could do at a Direct.
Yeah, exactly.
When are we getting, the new Sucker Punch game?
I was pretty sure that was supposed to be, like, spring 2019. I think that's still the date, but I guess we'll see. They haven't officially given a date to it.
What is the name of that game? Because I can never remember it.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not on here. That is not on the wiki.
No, we obviously got the announcement trailer in E3 of last year, and it said it was coming early 2019, and they've literally said nothing about it since then. So I don't know whether I should be worried or whether they're just gonna announce it very soon into 2019. But it's supposed to be coming pretty soon. It looked like it was pretty close to done during the trailer and everything, but I guess we'll see.
Are they holding this for PS5?
I'm pretty sure they're not. It looked like it was running on PS4. It looked like PS4 graphics. I guess I could see them holding it back last second, but I don't expect that's going to happen. I feel like it's been in the works for so long, they probably want to release it before the end of the PS4's life cycle.
Because I have an ongoing theory that Ghost of Tsushima and The Last of Us 2 are going to be like the last hurrahs of the PS4.
Well, I mean, The Last of Us was the last hurrah of the PS3.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. I think The Last of Us 2 will be the last hurrah of the PS4.
Yeah, no, that 100% makes sense. That's kind of what I'm expecting, too. It'll be like one of the last really big games. And then it'll just move straight forward with the PS5, and that's what we get. That's pretty sure that's, we talked about this last time for people who, well,
nobody got to listen to the episode.
No, when we went deep into our E3 predictions, or, well, non-E3, because,
right, because Sony's not going to be there.
Sony's not going to be at E3 next year, because obviously they're announcing PS5, and they want to do it on their own time, and they don't want to be beholden to other time frames.
Right. Like we were saying last time, which you guys didn't get to hear, Sony's not going to be at E3 2019, but they are doing a Sony experience in December, which they didn't do this year. And the reason they say is that there's nothing to announce. So the thing to look at that way is that we will get a PS5 announcement at the Sony experience next year, with the release date of it coming out in either spring or fall of 2020 at PS5.
Yeah.
God, I hope I have money by then.
I mean, this is way far in the future, but I have no idea what they're even going to have as, like, I mean, I guess Cyberpunk may be maybe a launch title. But as of right now, I have no idea what they would even put as a launch title, because it's still so far off.
Cyberpunk
looked like it was running on a PS5, or something that was better than a PS4.
Right, and that's probably why we didn't get to see any gameplay of it, is because and it was all the gameplay was behind closed doors, was because it's running on next-gen consoles already.
Exactly. So, we'll see. But but that's to be expected.
Like for me, next year it's Resident Evil 2, it's Kingdom Hearts, it's the new Animal Crossing.
Yes, the new Animal Crossing is coming on the Switch.
I fucking love Animal Crossing, so it'll be nice to play that for like a month and a half, 2 months. I'm kind of excited for Days Gone. I want to play Shadows Die Twice.
Yeah, I'm excited for Shadows Die Twice. It looks very different from anything they've ever made, so I'm just really curious more than anything. And I'm curious to see where they go after that. But I guess we'll see.
Well, that's the thing. See, you want to know launch titles for PS5? Bloodborne 2.
Bloodborne 2 would 100% be a launch title for PS5. Would not surprise me at all.
Whatever the next Assassin's Creed game is after Odyssey.
I guess it depends on when the PS5 is coming in 2020. Because the next Assassin's Creed is I'm pretty sure gonna be an October 2020 release. It's weird to be thinking about this far in advance.
And that's when I'd have to predict that the PS5 is coming.
I assume it's gonna be announced next year and probably come in April like the PS4 did.
I don't think so. I think that they're gonna do a fall release on this.
You think so?
I think that the reason that everybody released like outside of the normal time frame of console launch was because Sony and Microsoft were butting up against each other of who was gonna announce their date first, who was gonna hit the market first, and Xbox hit the market first, but not by much.
Yeah, and it didn't really gain them much.
No, not really. But I really hope that Ghost of Tsushima does hit for PS4.
Yeah, I do too. I'm pretty sure it's going to. I mean, that's the thing. Like, we're talking about the next generation, but
But that's only 2 years out. That's only 2 years out.
But that's what I'm saying. If your predictions are correct, and I'm not saying they're wrong, I don't know if I agree with them, but they could very well be correct. You're talking about an announcement you're released 2 years from now. It's like, what the fuck are we gonna play until then? Which is why I don't think it would be fall if they're gonna announce it next year and they're clearly getting ready to announce it. But I guess we'll see. It's just like, what are we going to do until then? I mean, we'll have Ghost of Tsushima and we'll have The Last of Us, but that's like, it's not 2 years worth of games.
But we have a lot of stuff coming in 2019.
We do. It's pretty front loaded. I'm trying to remember what else is actually coming next year on top of what we've talked about. I mean, we have obviously the big stuff in Q1 and in Q2. There's going to be constant updates for Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which is nice.
There's a game called Judgment. There's the Lego Movie 2. There's the Man of Medan. There's Mech Warrior 5. There's the Medieval remake. There's Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney trilogy is coming to PS4. There's Psychonauts 2.
That's right.
There's Skull and Bones. There's Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Which I think is going to be... I think they're going to try to do a Jedi Outcast thing, but I guess we'll see.
I hope so. There's Twin Mirror, which I have no idea. There's Wargroove. There's Wasteland 3. There's Wolfenstein Youngblood. There's Yakuza 5.
Yeah.
Isn't the new Metro game next year?
Metro comes out in February, I think, or March. It's pretty early next year. That should be...
Fucking Metro is February.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I like Metro. It's not necessarily on, like, my list of anticipated stuff. But...
That game, those trailers and the gameplay that they've shown of that game, though, that game looks so much better than any of the other Metro games.
It does. And I like the Metro games. They're just very... They're like a way more punishing Fallout.
Yeah. It's funny that Metro comes out the same day as Far Cry New Dawn.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Is the Oblivion game that got announced at the Game Awards coming next year?
Which Oblivion game?
Yeah, or not Oblivion. Obsidian. The Outer Worlds. Did you see that trailer?
The Outer Worlds. Yes, I did see that.
It looks really good. I don't know when it's coming though.
I don't see it on this list.
Okay.
Okay, is Death Stranding a PS4 game or a PS5 game?
I'm pretty sure it's PS4, although it's hard to say with Kojima and what he tends to do. Part of me says it's coming pretty soon, but I'm not entirely certain.
Because knowing Kojima, this is a PS5 game.
I guess so. I mean, it looks like a PS4 game, but I guess we'll see.
Does it look like a PS4 game?
I mean, it kind of does to me. Like, it reminds me of Metal Gear Solid 5 in terms of graphical capability.
But I mean, like, launch games never... Okay, the thing that a lot of people need to realize about next-gen consoles, PS5 and Xbox 2 or whatever the fuck they call it, we're not going to get a giant leap in graphics.
That is correct.
Like, if you look at high-end PCs right now and the graphics that they're outputting compared to what a PS4 Pro and an Xbox One X can output, they're very similar in terms of graphic fidelity.
Yeah.
What we're going to see next year, next gen, is we're going to see a bump up in AI, a bump up in environment, a bump up in how big games are, how much you can do in-game.
Yeah, I could see that. And that was why I even wondered whether or not we really need a PS5 right now or if it makes sense right now, but I guess that's what they want to do, because I don't expect the graphics to be much better. I mean, obviously, computers are getting better because they always are, but like...
But look at a game, like, what is the high standard of a game right now? Like, what is that high graphic? Where do we put that?
What as far as like the games that look the best, or what do you?
Yeah, the game that looks the best on PC right now. Remember how Crysis used to be like, this is the end all be all of graphics, and that's what we compare everything else to?
Yeah.
What is that on PC these days?
I mean, I'm trying to think. That's the thing. I can't really think of anything off the top of the bat. Like, the games I can think of that look the best are, like, Uncharted 4, Horizon Zero Dawn. I don't keep up with the PC games as much as others, obviously. But I can't think of any that look amazing right now. What are people playing? People are playing like
Fortnite
and Call of Duty.
PUBG,
PUBG, the highest in graphical fidelity. Oh.
Okay, so this is what they're saying. Because I'm looking this up. I'm on SVG. Far Cry 5 on the highest settings. Skull and Bones. Oh, that looks really fucking disgustingly good. Skull and Bones does look really good. That's from Ubisoft, isn't it?
Yeah, that's basically the Assassin's Creed 4 engine, but just pirates, or just boat fights.
Soul Calibur 6 supposedly is really, really graphic heavy.
Okay.
Star Citizen. There we go.
Star Citizen's not out yet, though, I don't think.
No, there's a lot of these are not out yet. They're saying like Star Citizen's Metro, Anthem is going to be like a huge resource hog. Throne of Britannia, The Crew 2, Witchfire.
Witchfire looks pretty good. I don't know if I'd say it's like super high fidelity. It has a really cool art style, but...
All right, here we go. December 7th from PC World, the PC games with the best graphics. See, now I want to know, because this is... do you remember, like, when the PS4 were coming out, it was... Is it gonna look as good as Crysis 2 does on real settings?
Oh, I remember.
Battlefield 5, Just Cause 4, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Hitman 2, Destiny 2, Far Cry 5 is still like, it seems like Far Cry 5 is the end-all be-all that a lot of people say. Final Fantasy 15 is supposed to be stupid hot. Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Kingdom Come Deliverance. That's surprising. I mean, it's definitely not up-res for PS4 Pro.
Hellblade. Hellblade's on here.
Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. I still didn't play that game.
It's good. The Division is still on here. The Witcher is still on here. Like, but none of these games, like, I've yet to see a game on any of these lists that that looks, oh my god, so much better than the PS4. And I'm not even on a 4K TV. I'm just on whatever their up-resing is that they do with the Pro for standard TVs to make shit look better. And the shit looks better than a launch PS4 by leaps and bounds.
Yes, it does. And 4K admittedly looks really nice.
I just ain't got money for that TV.
But, like, that's the big graphical enhancement I can even really think of, aside from, like, I can't imagine... Not saying it's not possible in that maybe I've seen it before, but, like, I'm not quite sure what it would even look like to have a better performing PC or console that looks even better than this just normally. But I guess we'll see.
Like 4K is the next step up from what we're on, but both consoles already can do 4K.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I was so confused why you would have a mid cycle graphical enhancement in the form of 4K, and then you would still try to push for a PS5 and an Xbox 2. I guess we're gonna get. I don't know what they're gonna call it.
So let's say this. Let's say that we do not get a PS5 announcement this year. Well, 2019. Do we then get the PS5 announcement in 2020 and get the PS5 in 2021?
I mean, I guess it depends on what. Well, so everything about what we're seeing seems like they're going to go for a PS5. They might not, though.
They might. That's the thing. Is it's possible that they just really don't have anything new to show, and then when we get to the Sony experience in December, they can just go, okay, here's the release date for, Ghost of Tsushima. Here's the release date later this year for Last of Us 2.
Yeah.
Here's the release date for this. Here's the release date for that. It's all coming next year, starting tomorrow. Have fun, guys. Peace.
Yeah,
they could do that, and then we get, we have a full 2020 then of great fucking Sony games. Then we get the announcement of PS5, and then we get the PS5 in, March of 2021.
We could, if there's just a lot of games that they're working on that they haven't announced yet.
Not even if they have a lot of games that they haven't announced yet.
Or at least, I guess it's possible they're working on things that haven't really been talked about too much. But, we're looking pretty far ahead, too. But it just seems like 2019, the later half, is getting a little bare. And I'm not saying they won't have a show.
But remember, that's how 2018 looked at the beginning, too.
That is true.
Because when we did this episode last year, the end of 2018 looked bare as fuck.
Yeah, it did. We mostly ended up playing a lot of indies, except for Odyssey. Well, I mean Odyssey and Red Dead. But the summer was pretty bare, except for Octopath. But that was Switch.
But why? But that was Switch.
Well, because PS4 wasn't really producing a lot over the summer. I mean, we were okay because we have multiple consoles, but some consoles weren't. There were points in the year where some consoles weren't delivering, is what I'm saying.
Xbox didn't deliver at all this year.
That is true. That is That is true.
And what are you talking about? We didn't have anything over the summer. We had fucking Spider-Man in the summer.
Spider-Man was September.
Wasn't that August? And we had God of War in April.
God of War was in April.
And we had nothing between that and
not that
Spider-Man?
Not that I really remember. I mean, Octopath was June. But that was on the Switch. That's the thing. I mean, God of War and Red Dead 2 are huge juggernauts. And that's all we're really thinking about at this point in the year, as we're, like, reflecting on it. But there was, like, a pretty decent gap where there was indies, but there wasn't anything really big coming out, I don't want to say, over the summer.
The Crash Bandicoot release was in June, wasn't it?
I thought that was 2017, actually.
Nope, that was this year. Oh, okay, hold on. I'm pulling up the wiki now.
Okay.
That was this year. Crash Bandicoot, Insane Trilogy. Oh, that's the Switch and the Xbox versions. That's not even the PS4 version. The PS4 was last year.
Oh, no.
What the hell? Octopath was July.
Octopath was July.
Sonic Mania, that I heard good things about that.
Yeah.
Hello Neighbor. Yakuza 0 for Windows? No. Dead Cells?
Dead Cells was over the summer. I didn't play it. I heard it was really good.
It won a bunch of stuff. I still want to play it.
It did win a bunch of stuff. It looks pretty good.
Yakuza 3. We Happy Few.
We Happy Few is apparently really bad.
Was it? Because the beta was really good.
Yeah.
Or
no,
the pre-release.
That was like a few years ago, though, right?
Yeah, I've been playing that game since like 2016 or 2017.
Okay. No, it launched with an official story and everything, and it was apparently not very good.
Guacamelee 2 was August.
Yes.
Wow. Yakuza Kiwami 2 was August.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, and then Spider-Man in September.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's really like a whole lot of nothing in the summer.
There was a bit of a divot in the summer when I was kind of just going back to old stuff, and I didn't have a system for a couple months. I was playing a lot of Switch. Well, there was The Messenger. The Messenger came out this summer, right?
The Crew 2 came out in the summer. I don't know when The Messenger came out. I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
Hollow Knight was the summer.
Hollow Knight was this summer on Switch. It came out 2 years ago, but then the Switch release was this year.
Yes.
And then the PS4 release was
not out yet.
A couple months ago.
Was it? I didn't think Hollow Knight came out on PS4 yet.
Yeah, no, it's like the
Celeste. Celeste hasn't come out on PS4 yet. That's next year.
So yeah, Celeste was on the Switch at the very beginning of the year, right?
Middle of the year. I think that was also summertime as well.
Yeah, no, I remember that.
Celeste was... Hold on. Fuck you. Celeste was... the beginning of the year was January.
Yeah?
Yeah, but that says it came out on PS4, but I know Celeste isn't out on PS4 yet.
I thought it might have been, actually.
Is it?
Let me double check now.
Or maybe is it coming to PS... Is it PS Plus for January?
Yeah, no, it's PS Plus for January. It's on the PS4
That's what I'm thinking. Okay.
They both came out in January. Or was it January they both came out?
Well, we're getting a Neo 2 next year? Oh, no, this is 2020.
No, wait, what?
I'm looking at the video game announced for video game announced that we have that are coming in 2020.
What's coming in 2020?
Bayonetta 3.
Oh, that's right. Bayonetta 3.
Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Oh, yeah, allegedly.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Allegedly, yeah.
Death Stranding. Doom Eternal.
Oh, that's right. The new Doom.
Dying Light 2.
Oh yeah, that got announced. That was at E3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VII Remake. Wiki, decide which is it coming out in 2020 or 2019 because you have them listed up both.
They're just gonna put it every year until it comes out.
Gears Tactics.
2023.
Ghost of Tsushima, Halo Infinite, Metroid Prime 4, Neo 2, which I didn't even know got announced.
I didn't either. I don't know if I played the first Neo.
You didn't play the first Neo?
Which one was... how's it spelled?
Nioh?
Oh, yeah, okay, yes. No.
I was like, no, we played Neo.
I never finished it.
Samurai Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Which Ghost of Tsushima is.
Yeah.
Not Ghost of Tsushima. Shadows Die Twice is.
Yes, a lot of people are saying, well, not a lot of people, but some people are saying that there's too many samurai games coming.
What are you talking about? They're bringing back Onimusha in, like, the first week of January, so I'm happy as a pig in shit.
They are bringing back Onimusha, which is great.
And it's coming out on the Switch.
Is it really?
Yes, it is.
I did not see that. Ooh. Okay.
I will be fucking... I don't care. It'll probably be $20, and I'll be buying it and playing that shit on my Switch.
Yeah, testing the waters for a new Onimusha.
See, this is my thing, is all these people, like, with the PS4 and with the Xbox One, we got a bunch of re-released games, but a lot of re-released games of this year, of, like, last-gen games. Where's, like, I want my Dino Crisis.
Dino Crisis gets a lot of love, I think, these days, as far as people requesting it. I wouldn't be surprised if it came eventually, but I guess we'll see when it does.
Where's my Parasite Eve?
Where's your what?
Parasite Eve.
Parasite Eve might be dead, but we'll see.
Like, I don't care if it's dead. Just give me 1 and 2 again. Those games are phenomenal.
Yeah, I never played those, but I mean, I heard good things.
The Square Enix turn-based action, it's like a mixture between Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy, modern-day settings where your mitochondria are the bad guys.
I thought it was like Resident Evil meets Final Fantasy VII.
Kind of... Okay. It's kind of turn-based, kind of action-based combat. It's weird, but it's awesome, and it's done by Square Enix, and your mitochondria are the bad guys.
And your mitochondria are the bad guys.
I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, no, I know a bit of the story. I watched a little bit of a playthrough of them.
And then Third Birthday supposedly is like the end of the trilogy, but Third Birthday is just unplayable.
What is the Third Birthday? Because I've heard that name before, and I know it has to do with the lore and the same universe.
The Third Birthday is a game that came out on the PSP that is like the tie-up of Aya's story from Parasite Eve.
And it's not very good. That's what you're telling me.
No, it is not good at all.
That's unfortunate.
My wife's not home, and I'm almost out of water.
Oh no. Okay, we better wrap this up soon. We've been going for a while.
Yeah, almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
System Shock 3 is 2020.
Really? Did that get announced?
Yeah, System Shock 3's been announced.
That's right. Okay, I must be thinking of the remakes of 1 and 2, which I know are obviously being worked on.
Okay, this is fucking wrong because they're saying The Elder Scrolls 6 is 2020, and that's going to be like 2025, alright? We all know that's a next-gen title.
I don't know, considering how Fallout 76 is going, I wouldn't be surprised if they just kind of hold that off for another decade while they fix their stupid engine.
I think that that's why I'm saying like 2025, because I think that they're gonna, after Fallout 76, I think that they've seen that engine is dead.
They've been running with it since Oblivion.
Mm-hmm. And they haven't had to do anything because they've just been making hand over fist with re-releasing Skyrim.
That's right. They have. Think
of the actual games Bethesda has developed, Bethesda Game Studio, between Oblivion and Fallout 76.
Yeah, I mean
it's 2 games.
Fallout 4? Skyrim?
Well, it's 3 games. It's Fallout 3, Skyrim, and Fallout 4.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
And Fallout 4 wasn't apparently very good. But
Well, I think Fallout 4 is really good.
you think so? I still haven't played it, honestly.
All right, in 2020, here's the other things. Hold on. Untitled Avatar game, developed by Massive Entertainment. Untitled Avengers game, developed by Crystal Dynamics. Untitled Bungie game. Untitled Dragon Age game. Untitled Firaxis game. Untitled Gearbox Software game. Untitled Ghost Stories games. Untitled Hangle 13 game. Untitled People Can Fly game. Untitled Playground Games game. Untitled Rocksteady Studios game. Untitled Star Wars game by EA Vancouver. Untitled Tokyo game. Untitled Tokyo Games and Spike Chunsoft game. Untitled WB Montreal's game. Untitled Wives game. Wild Witch Book.
Cool.
We still have no idea what the fuck Rocksteady's working on.
No, we don't. Although apparently it is not a Superman game. You heard the stories coming out leading up to the Game Awards, right?
No, what?
Well, there was all these rumors that certain games were going to get announced and certain others weren't. And one of the big rumors floating around was that they had one coming and it was going to be a Rocksteady game, or it was going to be a Superman game. And they immediately stepped in to squash that rumor completely and say, no, it's not coming anytime soon. We'll tell you when we tell you, and it's not Superman. So I guess we'll see. But it's not Superman. Allegedly. That's all.
Rocksteady usually doesn't lie.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying they will. I'm saying that.
That's the thing is when you keep saying allegedly it's not a Superman game. What if it's Green Lantern?
I would be surprised if it was Green Lantern, but I could see them doing a good one, I guess. I mean, I feel like they could do a pretty good superhero game, whatever they're working with.
They're okay. I know what they're working on. They're working on a Hancock game.
With some exceptions, okay. There are some exceptions that no one can save.
They're working on a Hancock game with Will Smith.
See, my dream is that it's an open world Flash game, because I think that would be fucking incredible. But I don't think that's what it's gonna be.
What if they're working on a Men in Black game?
Is Men in Black technically DC?
Did they say it's a DC game?
I'm pretty sure it's a DC game.
Have they announced? Okay, then it's Green Arrow.
That actually would be pretty sick too. I could see them doing a really good job with an open world Green Arrow game as well.
Then that's who it. But because this is my thing is everybody's always like, oh, they did a really good Batman game. They do an excellent Superman game, and it's like, no. They probably wouldn't do an excellent Superman game. Because the thing about Batman is, he's just a normal dude.
Yeah.
And once you bring in, Superman or Green Arrow, now you have to deal with Superman or Green Lantern. Now you have to deal with, powers and flying, and you don't have that, upgradable system. How the fuck do you upgrade Superman? Oh, now he now knows how to fly further than he did before. No, that's not how it works.
Yeah, that's admittedly hard to do unless it's
right, which is
yeah.
Which is why it's really hard to do a good Superman game.
Yeah, it's really hard to do a good Superman story in general, I think, let alone game.
But even a game, a story is easier to do than a game, because Superman doesn't really have a weakness, and he's OP just living on our planet.
Yeah.
So he has all cheat codes unlocked just for being alive.
Yeah, I could see some kind of contrived gameplay mechanic where you're fighting enemies that use kryptonite, but it would be cumbersome, to say the least, to try to make that work.
The only way that you could do it is Lex Luthor has planted fucking kryptonite in all the subways, so your flying power is not great. And it's but kryptonite doesn't really depower Superman. Kryptonite kills Superman. Don't different
kryptonites do different things?
Yes, there's different colored kryptonite that does different shit. But it'd be if he had regular... Then you would have to explain that to everybody. The different colored kryptonite. So you couldn't have green kryptonite. That would be fucking Superman walking around Chernobyl if there was nothing but green kryptonite under his feet. Be like us walking around Chernobyl. But they're going to do somebody who doesn't have a shit ton of powers. They're going to do somebody who feels very Batman-esque, I think. I think we're going to get, like, Green Arrow, who is Batman with a bow and arrow.
Yeah. That's correct.
Because then you still have the gadgets when it comes to the different arrows he has. You still have, like, the combat mechanic, because up close he's a combat, Ollie is a combat veteran. Yeah. You still have a bunch of other characters that you can pull from, Black Canary, those kind of, the Atom, that kind of stuff, people that he can run into. And you have all of Emerald City. Or Coast City, excuse me.
Yeah. Is it, what's the, I can't remember Arrow City. That's, I don't know. Yeah, no, it's
Coast City.
Coast City, but
it's not.
Anyway. That's Star City.
Star City.
Yeah.
What's Flash's city?
Flash's city is it's basically supposed to be Chicago / St. Louis, but it is called Central City.
Central City, right? Because I know Star City's West Coast.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I thought it was also Midwest, but I wasn't sure.
No, Star City is West Coast. Gotham is East Coast.
Yes.
Metropolis is middle of the country.
I thought Metropolis was kind of New York, and
Gotham is New York.
Okay.
Like, a lot of people are like, no, Gotham's Chicago. No, that was just in the Tim Burton movie. Gotham is New York in the 80s.
Okay.
Metropolis is is more Chicago.
Okay. That makes sense with Superman.
I got into an argument with somebody one day about that.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Are you getting in arguments about comic things and lore?
Of course I do. I don't know. I don't know. I'm really excited to see what Rocksteady's working on, though, now. Because we haven't had anything since 2015.
All they've said is that everyone's going to lose their minds when they announce it. But that's all we know.
Oh, then it's Justice League. They're just going to do a full fucking Justice League game.
I mean, I could see that working. I thought, I guess that could work. I mean, who would you play as? I guess, would you switch between people?
Online co-op, everybody gets to choose a different member.
That could be pretty sweet.
Where, I could be running around as Aquaman, and you could just come flying in as fucking Soups.
I mean, that'd be pretty fun. I'd play it.
I'd play it. If I could play fucking Aquaman, of course I'd play it. He's my favorite fucking superhero.
No, I could, pretty sweet. I could see the Flash working just because the Spider-Man game, to me, is a good template for that, like a similar type of superhero in terms of being pretty powerful but not necessarily being totally OP. Like if you traversed in the same way as you traverse with the what's it called power from Infamous, the neon power.
The neon power, yeah.
Yeah, and just zipping around the city really quickly as opposed to web slinging with Spider-Man, but having a similar setup. But that's still my. I still have no idea what they're doing, and that'd be really
that'd be really cool, especially if you do Flash when he first got his powers, so he's gets tired really quick and shit.
Yeah.
So you're not running from one side of the country to the other.
Yeah, so that you're not just flying all over the place uncontrollably with your speed run.
Oh man, they could even let you go back in time and make the treadmill and everything. Oh, that'd be good. That'd be really good.
Flashpoint Paradox game.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we'll see. Apparently, we're gonna be happy when we see it, but
I still want another Infamous game.
I do too, and I'm kind of. Ghost of Tsushima looks cool. I am a little bummed they didn't follow it up with an even better Infamous game, since I still love Second Son. But
I'm really tempted to go back and play through Second Son again.
Yeah, I booted it up and I played for a couple hours after playing Spider-Man. It still holds up. I kind of want to play through it again at some point too.
I never did my evil playthrough of that game.
It's okay. It's not bad.
Don't you just leave your grandma to die and become rock?
Pretty much, and you just rule with your buddies, which is fine.
Did you play Last Light?
Did I play what?
First Light or Last Light? Infamous.
I did play First Light. First Light is pretty good, actually. It gives you a smaller version of Seattle to run around, but it's pretty good.
I own it. I've never played it.
Wasn't it on PS Plus at one point?
Yeah, that's how I own it.
Yeah. Because it's pretty good. It's fun.
Oh, before we go, Smash Ultimate came out.
Smash Ultimate came out, guys. I don't know if you knew this. You seen this? You heard about this? This new Smash game that may or may not pique your interest?
Fucking Smash Ultimate came out, and the best thing about that game is the sound system that they give you a tool to play with.
I've heard the amount of customizability in the music is just gross in how much just in how much power they give you to play with the music.
There is 9 hours of Zelda music, so if I want to, I can play that game and only listen to Zelda music and never hear a repeat for 9 hours.
for 9, wow, ooh, that's ooh.
I can let Dawn play that game, and she can listen to Castlevania music for almost 3 hours and not hear a repeat of a song.
That's pretty amazing.
Like, it's fucking crazy. The game itself is very good.
No, I've heard it has a lot of content, and it's like the best Smash to date.
It is phenomenal. I have 4 copies of it sitting in my house right now.
You have 4 copies of it sitting in your house.
Yeah.
Why do you have 4 copies of this game?
Because I have a copy on my Switch, and then I ordered a copy for somebody who may or may not listen to the podcast, so I can't say who it's for.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But somebody related to me, and I ordered that through GameStop when I traded in like a bunch of shit and got like my old PS4 and got like close to $300.
Okay.
So I did my Christmas shopping with that, and GameStop didn't send me a copy of Smash, and then they didn't send me the resent copy of Smash like they said they would. So then they sent me the copy of Smash, and then the other 2 came.
Perfect.
So I have 4 copies of Smash sitting at my house.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So, but it's a great game, and I know a lot of people were bitching about like unlocking the characters and shit. Unlock characters is fun.
Are they really? I heard that they recently pushed an update that makes it easier, but it wasn't that hard to begin with. That like you can do it way quicker. That was pretty recently.
I am a terrible Smash player, and I unlocked all the characters in no time flat.
There you go, guys.
Like the day of my surgery was the day Smash came out. So Smash came out the day I got my gallbladder out. And I had already been in the hospital for 4 days at that point. Before I went home, I had all the characters unlocked.
Wow.
And I was only in the hospital for 3 more days.
Wow, okay.
So, for me, it was like I unlocked... My thing is I like to play through the single-player campaign as everybody.
Okay. Well, did you play through the story mode at all?
World of Light is like a 40-hour long story mode.
That's what I've heard. I've heard it's extensive and it's an easy way to unlock everybody.
I'm about halfway through it, And it's not an easy way to unlock people. It's not fast. It might be easy to unlock everybody that way, but it's not fast.
Okay.
The fastest way to unlock people, without like cheating the system of like doing a 1v1 and turning it to one stock 1 minute and then jumping off the side like 1,000 times, is to just play through the single player campaign with a different character, because after you beat the single player campaign, which is five fights, you get somebody new who you have to defeat, and that's how I did it. Took me like maybe 12 hours, if that.
Oh wow. Okay.
To unlock everybody, and I unlocked like Snake and Simon and everybody that I wanted first. The last 3 characters I unlocked were Dr. Mario, Palutena, and Wolf.
Nice.
So,
okay.
Spoilers if you didn't know who was in Smash.
Hey, for anyone, is that a spoiler? Are there really people like that?
Yeah, there are people out there that are like, oh, like there's the spirit. If you ruin that a spirit is in the game, people get mad at you, and they're like, oh, spoilers.
Wow. Okay.
And it's like, what? I can't tell you that, like, Paz is in the game as a spirit?
That's kind of neat.
And they're like, well, oh, spoilers. And it's like, well, she gives you a bomb. She lets you start the game with a bomb. Because it's really fucking sick and twisted. But that's besides the point.
That's gross. But it's kind of cool.
It's not my fault she had a bomb in her badge.
Is that where the second bomb was?
Yeah, of course.
Jeez.
It's Kojima. Of course the second bomb was either in her uterus or her vag.
I guess so. I never questioned it. I just knew there was a second bomb.
Yeah. All right, let's wrap this up. We've been going for a very long time.
Yes, we have. I think we're good for a little bit.
All right, if you guys want to get in touch with us, you can send us emails to podcast@gamingdeath.com. Remember to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/gamingdeath. But that'll probably be changing soon. We're also on YouTube, youtube.com/gamingdeathvideo. And if you're watching this on there, remember to like us and, leave a comment, all that good shit. Subscribe. But that's going to do it for tonight. I'm Chris.
I'm Kaleb.
Have a good night, everybody.
Good night, guys.